Wow, it's crazy. He's not even 0-10, and he is doing these plays, the 0-10 spike. Hey everyone, it's BrokenBlade from G2, and today I'll be watching and ranking some of G2's best plays of all time, sent over by you guys, the fans. So let's get started.
G2 Esports with Baron empowered. They haven't backed away yet. Spinning axes will connect, and the teleport now being channeled by Khan. Unstoppable onslaught's not available, but it might not be needed. That's an interrupt. Devastating charge delivers Perkz into the back line. There goes Faker, chasing down the Perkz. Perkz stays alive for now. Can't find the next axe. All of a sudden, though, it's a 1-for-1 support for AD. Jankos, as well as Caps, get themselves a reply back. Now Caps turns his attention to Khan. Faker's running low. He needs to get some regen. Whoa! He is popped by Caps. Caps is throwing out every single ability and turning his attention to Khan. It's a quadra kill for Caps and G2. 12,000 gold advantage as a dark binding from Mickey should just about seal the deal. Caps goes all the way to the steps of the fountain for a pentakill as G2 equalize the series at 1-1.
It's a clip actually that I have watched a lot of times. I mean, many people probably did, right? Caps on Akali was very dangerous. And this was the very OP Akali, I remember. And he was really putting SKT on a dumpster here. Oh, it was the it's the Hextech Gunblade. I really miss that item. I'm playing a lot of Arena right now, and I'm buying that item a lot. Yeah, I think Akali is just very OP at this point of time. Like it was Caps was telling me how Sylas and Akali were like the greatest champs, and I mean if you just look at the damage he's putting out, it's just like just crazy. I also think he's very well set up to have a good game. The enemies don't really have a lot of CC. The Hextech Gunblade comes in clutch. I always remembered in this matchup Akali against Sylas was whoever got ahead early game would really stomp the matchup. And as it looks like, right, if you see, Akali is 9 kills and Sylas is 1, so it's very obvious who snowballed this one, right? I know it was a pentakill. I still would not put it highly. I don't think there was a lot, like for me, when I listen to people talking about Caps, I need to really see mechanical outplay. I need to see stuff like the Syndra outplaying the Corki against Nemesis. If people remember that. That's why I don't want to put it on S, triple S or S even. I'm thinking of putting it on B actually. I think this is a B because yeah, again, I don't think there was a massive outplay in this. Like yeah, he was strong, yeah, he played well, but I think it's just given the state of the champ, given the time when this champ was played and how fed he was, I would put it on B. I think it is actually I'll put it on A because it's extra points against SKT. I have to give them that. So I'll put it on A. I mean, the easiest way of putting it is basically when you play with Berserk, it feels like you're playing with your dad, right? And when you play with Caps, it's like playing with your younger brother. That's like the major big difference in like behavior. I think Caps is really funny, jokes around a lot, and Berserk was the type of guy who was very accountable, very responsible. Whenever stuff is happening, I think skill-wise both were very great at their peak. Sally Berkson retired, and yeah, I think both are amazing players. They have a different way of playing the game, but from both I have learned a lot, and I think I wouldn't be the same player if I wouldn't have met them in my career.
It's a quarterfinals, and they are in Game 5 with RNG.
And for the vast majority of this, oh, Perkz!
So close, the Ignite is ticking, there is not it! Perkz is godlike with the help of Jan and Edwardine. Now they turn their attention onto Let Me, he's just gonna get run down.
The wards!
He find the answer, the answer is no. A death sentence finds its mark, but it doesn't matter. 11 kills to 1. G2, they are gonna do it!
Oh wow, that is crazy. I remember now. I remember this now. Like how do you even predict it as Thresh as well? I think Thresh even played it well, you know, he reacted well. But I think this play here is very brave play to go for, I think. Just look at this. Look at the way he knows for a fact that Thresh is gonna play. and he could just go like, I don't know if you guys can see the mouse, but he could just go straight to Sivir, but he knows Thresh is there. That was like in the zone kind of play. I mean, you can see it. He's 6-0. Oh my god! Even the Luden's proc. I don't know if that Luden's proc was like. I don't know if that Luden's proc was like on purpose, but if it was, then I would put this play very highly. I think. I mean, it was a very, very, very mechanically crisp play. It's like if he does like a little bit of pixels off, he's gonna just die probably, get flayed, give a I don't know if there was no shutdowns in the game back then, but it is 20 minutes in the game. There's a high chance they get Nash, Rizal to Nash. The strongest member is dead, and going for such a play is, I think, not the safest, but especially doing it against RNG, it's very, very crazy play, I think. So I think I'll put this. I think I'll put it on triple S. I think I have to. This really amazed me. I think it's for sure S. I think triple S. I think I'll give this play for sure triple S. I think the overall, if I have to give a grade for the overall game here, I mean, he just completely 1v9s against RNG, and I think that was at their peak as well. All right, okay, yeah, I'm done. I mean, this is 8 trucks, so it's a fail. That means just G2 hasn't played this, or it can be enemy team as well. Oh, then this is the Shy, I would have to say. The Shy, like just 4-man queue in river, I think bot side. So. This is Smep, 5-man cannon ult or 4-man in mid lane. Everybody knows this play, so. That has been GP on Tribush, on red side Tribush, on bottom side, where near Gromp, flank TP, gets double kill on Caps and Perkz, just 1v9s the whole game. This one is hard. I don't know this. Oh wow. Oh, it's Alk. I think in Nash Pit. In MSI game, was it game 2 or game 3 in MSI? We got one shot by his blue weapon.
Still available. Baron's gone so low inside the pit. G2 have secured it, but can they finish the fight?
Oh
the
my god!
Vigil has done so much damage. The Cyclone behind Elk. Dragon to go. That's a 25-minute Mountain Soul. And Neon takes a gigantic.
Oh, there it is again!
It's again! Oh!
That is beautiful!
Alright, Senna Sion. I can tell you guys what went on in the draft, as I was in the other side of this matchup. So basically, we were playing Ezreal, Leona, chilling, and suddenly there's like I was playing Aatrox into Sion, I believe, with how the draft went, and then they picked the Gragas into it. I think that's how it went at least, and then they put the Senna Sion bot. And yeah, my AD carry in this game, Neon, kinda got outplayed. Senna W's, like I don't even have to watch the clip, I know what happens. Senna W's, the minion, Sion E's into ulti, into just dead, and like he's so fed, the Senna. And I remember this game we got really dizzy by this play, you know. Outrated is also an A. I think it requires as I remember, I think Rectus had an interview and they said he just first timed it, so he gets plus points for that. Otherwise, I would give it a B. It's not insanely impressive. It's a very nice play. It's like kind of a play where you pull it off with your duo in normal games. And he pulls it off in on stage against me especially, so I'm a bit salty. But yeah, I'll give it an A.
I think that's Bwipo. He might be looking for it. Niski's TP too.
Double TP. Niski and Bwipo trying to get at least one kill here because they know if at least that they can kill Jankos, they can stop that Baron from going down. But look at the damage from just a single undertow. No tower stands here. Bwipo going in. Spirit Cleave coming out. There's the Ragnarok. Niski shuffles forward and the trade comes in. Jankos! 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 That is disgusting! That is not allowed!
I remember I was surprised Bwipo was playing Yone here. I think it was like the Yone that was like very new. But like for example here, oh wow, that was so much damage. Like for me here, it looks like Olaf is caught, and also I think that I really think that Whippo and Niski played this as bad as they could, but obviously Jankos was there to punish it, right? Like whenever you use everything to get right on top of Olaf, that's what he wants. And obviously Jankos plays a lot of Olaf. He knows what's happening here. He also, oh, this was the old Strikebreaker that has a dash. Oh my god, that Strikebreaker, that was so good. He also used both his actives, right? Like I also know like a lot of players sometimes in the heat of the moment forget to use their actives, and he just uses both. Also he uses both on both of them. Right now there comes the Strikebreaker. Also the Strikebreaker here, what I really like, I didn't notice it in the first place. He Strikebreakers away from the Asir W. That means he's just not getting hit. And if you look at the damage here, maybe in hindsight it won't change anything, but it could have changed, right? And I mean he used this item well, basically. He used both his items very well. I think the enemies misplayed, but he abused that, right? Like he also just kills them without like, he uses X very far. So he basically just kills them with the auto attacks and his actives. So yeah, it's a good play definitely. I think though this in my ranking will be not very high, unfortunately. I will put this on C tier. I think he punished him well, but was it really oh my god, craziest outplay? Probably not. I think Jankos played it as good as he could, honestly. I think if Fnatic played it perfectly, he would have died. They didn't, and Jankos abused it. I still think as a pro player you need this clutch factor, right? That if the enemies make a mistake, you can punish it. So I like that, but still for me, I think it's a C for this play. I think what's great about Jankos is he has a leadership role. Last year, at least, he was talking when people didn't talk, basically. He put himself out there, you know, being vulnerable. I think he's very, very good with his time. Like he really values his time, and tries to get a maximum amount of it, which showed me, for me, it showed me that it is really, truly professionalism, right? Using your time to the maximum, yeah, he just keeps on playing the game. He loves the game. It's just he's also very, very experienced in game, and I know he's won us so many games just based on like saying the right words at the right time. There's so many examples, but yeah, it's also a very, like, it's just a joy to play with him. I feel like he's very funny, and yeah, I mean he's like he's very known for his funny picks as well, like Nidalee, right? Which kind of makes it funny. We have a lot of humor together with the team, especially when Flacket was around as well. And yeah, it was very, very joyful to play with Jankos. I feel like I have learned a lot as a person on how to behave, you know, on how to, you know, have like a leadership role. I think Jankos especially was one of the players who taught me the most in that aspect. Not directly, but like just observing the way he behaved, you know.
Going to connect. It hits, but it will not secure any follow-up.
Keep an eye on the capstun. Ooh, he messes up the execution.
Baits it out though. Clint had to go up into the air, and it doesn't matter if he messed it up because Clint is still going to go down. But Khan right to the backside. Caps goes golden. There's no one else to follow up. Khan's damage doesn't matter. But the ulti comes out in such a close exchange. For now, they're winning, but Perkz is coming in. This is his hero moment. If he wants to turn this fight in favor of team, this could be the game defining moment. Faker is gone. Teddy's next on the list. There's no way he can duel Yasuo. Amada's coming in, but he's just walking into the meat grinder of Perkz. Khan, can he do it? They've done enough. They've done it. G2. Khan, can he get it done? He can't. The Vladimir. They can't do it. This is it. The greatest team in the history of League of Legends, taken down by the greatest team Europe has ever produced. FPX, get ready. G2 is heading to Paris.
Wow, it's crazy. He's not even 0-10, and he is doing these plays, the 0-10 spike. I think it starts off great. Like his team is like setting up very well. Everyone's very low. And yeah, like Yasuo against Varus with exhaust up will always just lose. So I think he did well there. And then Varus stopwatches, right? It's just like so like Varus stopwatches while Nautilus hooks in, so if no one deals damage to him. Vladimir is too far away, so it's just like he played it very good. He actually played like given he was 1-6, he played this very good. I don't know how he got to 1-6, but I think this play was good. Yeah, I mean it's a great play. He's also not showing on vision, like he's not running on mid lane. So Qiyana is more scared, right? Like Qiyana is walking up right now, and if Yasuo goes to mid, shows, he will be like, oh, Yasuo can ult me, right? So he goes outside of vision. Like Qiyana is very greedy here, then just dies, gets one shot. Yeah, it's just good play. I don't think there was a crazy outplay here again. I think it was a good play. He was there at the right time. I think for this play, I will also give it. I mean, it's crazy. A lot of these plays are against SKT. 2 of them at least. I'll give it a. I'll give it A. I think. Yeah, I think I'll give this an A. I think he was there at the right time. He's also dodge vision. He played the station well. It's nothing too major. Like oh my god, he did a crazy flash. Given he was 1-6 and does this damage to the enemies, I think, and against SKT, I'll give it an A. I mean, I have the Olaf quarter kill against Mad Lions. A lot of these things are against Mad Lions actually. What else? I'm not sure. I feel like I did quite a lot of good plays. I even saw a stat today. I saw it that I was the second most guy who solo killed the enemies this year, so there must be good plays. I just don't recall one right now. I mean, there is a very good play against G2 that I did, the Pentakill on Darius. I think some people might remember that one. That was when we played against them in playoffs, and they knocked us out 5-2. But I had a Pentakill on Darius. That was probably, if I have to, connect something with G2, that would probably be it. Playing against G2. Thank you so much for sending these plays over. Let me know how I did in the comments below, and see you guys later.